Lost Eidolons: Wail of the Witch is a standalone game based on Lost Eidolons world, a game I covered briefly when it released in 2022. It wasn't a particularly good game, as it didn't do anything well enough to be considered good. Thankfully, Wail of the Witch changes the formula, which makes it better than the original. Much better in my opinion. Key was provided by the publisher, but that doesn't affect anything said in the video. It's still not amazing or anything like that, but at least now it's good, because the new Darkest Dungeon style makes everything much more interesting, with increased excitement due to more consequences with each encounter.
Time to leave. And stay down. Why can't I remember?
Story and setting revolve around a mysterious island where people have stranded themselves purposefully in order to contain the outbreak which turns living into undead. Our hero has been saved by a mysterious witch, but also lost all of his memories and has no clue with what hand to wipe his ass with. But he can fight and lead, you repetitive bastards, and die, and come back again thanks to the witch, sometimes with permanent upgrades that can make new runs easier. Memories lost are regained through each run bit by bit, and those tell somewhat interesting story of how the hero even got to the island and his background. There are heartwarming details about the family and what they had to go through to survive. It gives our hero at least something for us to connect to him. Not a bad personal addition to the roguelite game like this.
When this one was little,
Is that
yeah, and I was grateful for it. Mom and Dad.
Carmen looks down at her meal, deep in thought.
is that lady?
What?
You were standing right outside.
Nobody's taking any.
Not yet, anyway.
What's to talk about?
Our hero quickly meets other interesting characters, ranging from a pissed off hermit to official envoys and governors that don't really want to be that. New topics are uncovered after each run where we can learn more about how these characters think. They are not just some characters, thanks to this approach, as instead they become meaningful companions you might care about. Not badly written too, with interesting backstories. New characters are recruited over time too, with each having unique abilities.
This desolate island on the edge of civilization is the last.
You see, it's because it's in the middle of nowhere that I had. After the war, I invested my came here.
Wail of the Witch gameplay consists of base, where we start our run. There we can talk, shop, acquire permanent upgrades, uncover memories, and so on. Then the adventure begins. It's a crossroad-based adventure where we choose the path to take until a boss fight has been reached, after which new map unlocks. There are few possible paths to take at each crossroad. Camping to rest up, level up relationships with item use, upgrade skills, maybe shop if merchant is there too. Then we have loot paths, where fighting brings certain rewards that can be used for permanent upgrades. Or resonance stone path that grants resonance stones that upgrade equipment, but these upgrades are lost upon dying. So it's an interesting choice to make, guaranteed smaller investment into future attempts, or significant upgrades for only one run. Then there's paths that offer blessings, special encounters, unique NPCs with their stories, relationship upgrade paths. And it's all RNG. There's plenty to like here, even though some events tend to repeat themselves, like partnership path conversations where there's same repeated conversations. There's strategy to path choices, and it works rather well. Then there's fighting. Tactical, good abilities, tough at times, rewarding, good stuff overall that works well and for me never got tedious, though I haven't played the game more than 10 to 15 hours, so can't say how it holds up later. Tactical elements are everywhere on the battlefield. Classic resistance system with weaknesses, battlefield terrain that affects elemental magic, and many varied encounter setups. Game somehow manages to come up with new encounter setups with different goals. For example, poison expands each turn and it starts right next to where the party spawns, so it follows them by expanding each turn. Player needs to play aggressively to conquer new tiles and move fast. No defensive play, otherwise party members get permanently poisoned while standing in the poison cloud.
How can I help?
live to serve. Miscreant.
Another setup was to catch a supply soldier in time before they leave the map, otherwise the mission fails.
How can I help?
Most interesting setup for me was the mirror image battle, where exact replicas are on the other side. Fighting never got dull for me, unlike the original game. It can be sped up significantly and progress is retained after battle, so if party members are at low health, they continue with low health afterwards. Each upgrade obtained by leveling up is also there until the end of the run. It's an RNG based game, which works good for roguelite RPGs like this one, but I don't like when everything is RNG. Like abilities acquired upon leveling up. That limits the build potential as you never know what's gonna pop up. Other than that, RNG works fine. Would also love to see finishing animations added, as it could add a lot of immersion to these fights. Special ability animations could be better. Magic visuals should be much better with visible elemental impacts on enemies. There's texture popping on the battlefield which is unacceptable. And the thing that pissed me off the most was the insane difficulty spike against the Black Knight boss, which is the second one. Nothing prepares you for it. It's such an unrealistic jump in difficulty where the annoying bastard hits everyone on the battlefield frequently with an ability that almost one-shots. After battling 2 sets of enemies to even have the chance to battle him properly. Oh, and he gets after each couple turns goddamn 20 to 25% max health shield that needs to be broken. Utterly ridiculous and annoying fight that took me out of the game as it doesn't make much sense. Other than those few quirks, I really enjoyed my 10 to 15 hours with the game, and if there's enough time, I plan on finishing it sometime and do a full review on Patreon and Subscribestar afterwards. Definitely an improvement over the original Lost Eidolons. This new Darkest Dungeon setup works well. Anyway, that's it. I'll leave some gameplay so you can check the game in action without the editing cuts, the masterful editing that I usually do. Anyway, it's a short first impression due to time constraints for a game that surprised me positively. It's not amazing or anything like that, but it's good.
My turn. How may I be of service? Never doubt. Yes.
I'm listening.
You've got this.
I'm listening.
Captain.
How can I help?
Ready and waiting.
I require assistance.
Need something?
Give the word. Stay down.